This year, the Brisbane Writers' Festival celebrates 50 years of reading, writing and sharing ideas with the people of Queensland. The 2012 program offers a jam-packed lineup with leading Australian and international authors who are going to be running a series of discussions, panels and workshops. Today, I'm down here at the South Bank Cultural Precinct where I'm going to be meeting some of the festival organisers that make the whole thing possible. So let's go see what they have to say. I'm here with Sally, who's the volunteer coordinator at the Brisbane Writers' Festival. We're sitting here in this little cocoon outside the State Library. Sally, can you tell me, in your role as volunteer coordinator, what does that involve?
Well, it starts with the process of recruiting. So the first thing we have to do is find 150 strong, enthusiastic individuals who are passionate about writing and want to volunteer their services to the festival. Then it's a training session, lots of training to get them ready for all the different roles in the festival. And then basically during the festival, it's like a bit of a juggling act because all sorts of things happened. There's cancellations or venue changes, so it's just a matter of sort of keeping them fed and watered and juggling throughout the festival with roles.
Molly, what are some of the workshops that you have on offer at the Brisbane Writers' Festival?
Well, we actually have 3 workshops each day for children in grades 4 to grade 10, but we also have for our senior students who find it quite difficult to get out of class at this time of year, we have a writer in residence where they get to spend a full day with a writer, and it's a small intimate workshop of 15, so it's quite intimate and just an amazing experience for those young people to spend such a long time with a prominent writer, not just someone who's local. They're international writers and they're national writers, so that's a really special experience for them.
I'm here with Belinda, who's a teacher at St William's School. Belinda, just to get a teacher's perspective on this festival, what do you see the benefits for your students of coming to something like this?
The students get very, very inspired to write their own stories. They pick up tips from the different authors, and it becomes more real to them that they can actually do it because they see these authors in person.
Great, so a lot of value for you as a teacher?
Definitely, yes.
So if people want to volunteer and get involved with the festival for next year, how do they go about doing that?
Well, they can just, if they visit the website, they can sign up. They can sign up to the e-news, and then they'll receive updates on when the best time is to put in your application. So yeah, if you just put an expression of interest in on the website, in the contact page, somebody will be in contact with you for next festival.
Sylvia's a festival volunteer. Sylvia, can you tell us about volunteering at the festival?
Yes, I've been doing it for about 7 years, off and on, and I just love to do it because there's a real buzz about the festival. I like working with a lot of the young volunteers, and yeah, it's just been a great experience for me.
Great, and are you an avid reader yourself?
I am an avid reader, and sometimes I just get a little disappointed because I can't get my book signed because I'm volunteering, but yeah, and I've met a lot of the authors that I really love here.
Great, well thanks for volunteering, Sylvia. Without you guys, you know, the festival couldn't happen, so that's great.
Love it. Thank you.
And Kerry, who are at the Brisbane Writers' Festival, and I've caught them while they're standing in line about to get their books signed. What is it that you're about to get signed?
Joanne Harris's Peaches for Monsieur Le Curé. Yeah, really, from the author of Chocolat. Yeah.
Great, and is she a favourite author of yours?
Oh, yes, yeah, one of. There's lots, it's, you know, like children, isn't it? You can't love them all. Well, yes, you can, but yeah. Yeah.
And what are you most looking forward to at the festival?
Meeting and listening to my favourite authors.
Right.
And I get quite excited because I've read actually Joanne Harris's books for years and years, and to finally meet her and hear about the background is great.
Yeah, they're sort of like the rock stars at the festival here, aren't they?
They are.
I'm here with the highly acclaimed author Joanne Harris. Welcome to the Brisbane Writers' Festival. Have you been having a good time so far?
Terrific time. People are so great. There's such an enthusiasm over books, reading, writing. It's a really good buzz.
And have you been anywhere else in Australia yet?
Yes, I started off in Sydney, and before that I was in New Zealand, so they got my jet lag.
Excellent. So you're nice and fresh for us up here.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us a little bit about your new book?
Well, my book is called Peaches for Monsieur Le Curé, and it is the third in the adventures of Jan Rocher, who I wrote about in Chocolat. who I wasn't intending to follow, but who seems to have had more adventures than I thought she was going to have. And in this one, she comes back to the village of Chocolat, finding friction between the current villagers, the rather traditional French Catholics, and the new community of Moroccan Muslims that have sprung up over the river. There is a secret in this community, and particularly one woman who seems to hold the key to it. But it's very difficult to unravel her because she's wearing the Muslim niqab, the face veil. And so one of Jan's challenges is getting behind the niqab, and the second is trying to access a woman who is inaccessible through Jan's usual methods because she's fasting for Ramadan, and so is pretty much impervious to chocolate.
I see. Well, it sounds like a fascinating read, Joanne. And I believe that you're in the middle of a world book tour at the moment. Can you tell us a bit about that and where you're sort of going next?
Well, I've been touring for Peaches and also for my short story collection, A Cat, a Hat and a Piece of String. And I've just come here from New Zealand. I'm coming afterwards to South Africa, to the States, to Canada, and to some places all over Europe. So I think I'll probably be able to draw breath around December.
Wow. Is it quite exhausting being on a book tour like that?
It can be a bit exhausting, but it's also quite energising, especially when you've got such interest, such enthusiasm here. You kind of get a buzz out of other people's enjoyment. And I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up writing a whole bunch of short stories about all the places I've been, because that's often what happens with me in short stories.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time, Joanne, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much.
Why are literary events like this so important in your opinion? Why should we have them?
I think there are a lot of reasons why writers' festivals are important, but at its core, a writers' festival is about celebrating reading and writing. Without readers, we don't have writers. And for me, if we can capture kids at a really early age and let them explore the joys of reading, then we have an audience for life. So for me, it really is about celebrating and promoting what is quite an ephemeral, hard to define thing, that joy that comes from reading the work of another.
So what would you say to people that are thinking about coming along to the festival but are undecided?
I think the thing that I'm most proud of with this festival is that a lot of it is free. So anyone can find a way in through the program. So they can pick up a program and they can have a completely free day if they like. Of course, we love them to buy tickets because that's how we survive. But there is a whole range of programming of great stuff.
Brisbane Writers Festival! Well, a great day down at the Brisbane Writers Festival, and it's been awesome to see so many people getting inspired to write and read. Be sure to check it out next year at the Cultural Precinct in Southbank.
Coming up on This Town Brisbane, we head off to the Bark Frisbee Championships and catch up with Chris and his dog Bella.